out of it. Now, let me get into this piece, the recruiting aspect of it. Okay, you guys have already been in the recruiting. They haven't lifted the dead period where you can go out and about. Yeah. But let me ask you this, Coach. Because I know you were integral in parts of getting guys from out of South Florida to Texas A&M. Yeah. Correct? Amari Rogers, that's his name? Not Rogers. Daniels. Amari Daniels. Yeah. What separates Coach Ish from the rest of these dudes that's walking into these high schools in South Florida? What makes a kid say, and his family and that coach and that principal say, you know, I trust this dude?
Yeah, I'll sum it up very simple. When I approach them and I'm in their presence, I make them feel me. I make them feel me. And so people don't always remember what you say. They don't always remember what you do. They always remember how you make them feel. I make them feel me from a relationship perspective, from a development perspective. All their needs and wants and desires will be fulfilled if you trust them, Coach Aristide. And so for me, I make them feel me. And that's the difference. It ain't the slick talking. It ain't the loud talking. It ain't the this. We can do this. We can do that. Everybody do the same thing, big dog. But I make them feel me. And you talk about another word, trust. And so they feel that trust. And I think that's the separator.
Let me ask you this part. I think this is super huge. We are losing a lot of our top athletes out of the state of Florida, not just Miami, Broward, Palm Beach counties, but out of the state of Florida, i.e., and I'm not here to bring up another team, even though we're gonna play those Bamas later. Their entire backfield is from South Florida. How does the University of Miami, or maybe just yourself, I don't know, you can speak as a whole, how do we plan on keeping our goods home and not going out winning for the other teams?
Yeah, I think Coach Diaz and his staff has done progressively better at that since I've seen them take over the style. I mean, I just say two names, Leonard Taylor and James Williams. Okay, I think coaches around the country would have cut off their finger to sign both those kids. I know I would. I would have gave my foot and signed one of them dudes. All right, those real deal football players we're talking about. So I think the University of Miami is making a progressive step in that direction. They are winning some very aggressive recruiting battles, and he's doing that by hiring the right people. And he had a staff of people before that he really trusted, and they went down in the trenches with him, and they did a good job for him from a recruiting perspective. They signed Devontae Williams, they signed James Williams. I mean, these real football players we're talking about. These are guys who were recruited on a national scale. They're not local players. And so a lot of prospects in Florida end up becoming national prospects. That'll be good for you to explain on your podcast one day what a national prospect is. A local prospect is a guy that's pretty much being recruited based on his region, right? Like he's going to be recruited by the schools like Central Florida, South Florida, UM, and only those schools know about him because he's a regional guy. And you got national prospects with schools like Oregon and USC and Texas A&M will come and recruit those kids. And that makes it a little harder, right? Because a lot of times our kids in our community are being told they need to leave to see something else because they come from circumstances that other kids don't come from, and their parents want them away from Miami. And so we have to do a lot to combat that. And it's good for me because growing up in Liberty City, and you laughed when he said that the first time, I don't know where you thought we grew up. You must thought we grew up.
No, I laughed. I'm going to tell you why I laughed. Because when he gave out the address, I said, oh, Lord, them Kane fans going to be going off 58th Street talking about, where Ishmael Aristide at? I was like, when he put the address out there, I was like, oh, Lord.
Now, we don't live there no more. We don't live there no more.
But I said, whoever live there now, hey, be careful of orange green on their way, baby.
No, I think we are doing, we handling business on our own at this point. And so, we signed a couple of kids from Miami Northwestern. We signed Leonard Taylor. You signed James Williams. You signed some big time players. These are national prospects. These are guys who were visited all over the country. And so, I think with me being home now, I think that hopefully that adds a little bit more value to the staff.
Thank you for watching another episode of Canes Talk Live with Coach Hayes. Please subscribe by hitting the button here, as well as check out the full episode in box 1 or more episodes in box 2. As always, go Canes.